Well, hello there. Welcome back to Wilderness Adventures. My name's Fred Green. Well, we've got a good quality camp going here. We've got a campfire that we can't light, and we have a couple of rudimentary tools that we've created. This is good news, but what's important is last night I was able to sleep on the ground, so I have my energy, but there were a couple of alarms that went off and some old buildings that I want to go and check and make sure they're free of the dead and see if we can't get a little bit more items here. We need to get more stable so we can travel to a larger place just southwest of Moldra. Anyway, that is our goal today. Let's go and investigate those locations and see what we can do. All right, let's make sure I'm as light as possible so I can grab as many good things as I think I need. All right. Well, these are the bare essentials, I think. Even the rags. Okay, well, let's take a drink. And hopefully we don't get sick. All right. Oh, boy. All right, well, I'm next to this little restaurant. Smokey's Saloon and Restaurant. But we've got a dead one that's just east of this road here. We need to really make sure they stay over on this way and not close to our camp. All right, so we're going to give them a good run around here. And then we'll go and check this restaurant, see if we can find some good non-perishable foods. And more bags. Garbage bag. Wonderful. With a hammer in it, I see. All right, tire iron, golf ball. All right, let's keep a look on that guy. All right, what don't we need here? Jelly roll, rotten, salsa, which seems to be all right. And we've got that claw hammer that's worn. For now, we'll keep that. That might be better than what we normally have here. All right. Okay, they're following. Pretzel. Cockroach, empty beer can, jar lid. Okay. All right, fella. You come on this way. Stay up towards the road. We'll let the trees break line of sight. Hopefully we don't run it anymore and investigate this saloon here. Oh, there's a couple over there. Well, darn. All right. Let's see what we can do. All right. I am going to keep a weapon, a screwdriver in my hand. Won't be using it as a weapon, but in case I accidentally need to break a window or do anything like that. That door's locked. That looks promising. Maybe up to a residential part of this place. Oh, look at that. Doors are wide open. I don't know if that's scary or not. All right. We'll shut it for now. Seems quiet enough. Oh, I see a bathroom right here. Let's go ahead and fill our water. Whoa. Very dark. All right, the lights still work. Okay, I see. A little waste paper basket. We'll pick up. See if we can't keep that. Oh, good. Oh, I'm drowsy already. Well, that's what happens when you don't really have a bed. All right, let's fill our water. All right, I hear someone out there. Now, I gotta be careful. I don't really need all the alcohol, I gotta tell you. But I do need the calories. Wine won't do us any good until we can open it effectively, so if we happen to find corkscrew, well, that'll be nice. Chips, now that will help. peanuts. We're going to eat a number of these at the moment. Ginger ale. Okay. A corkscrew. What do you know? Okay. Well, I tell you what, we will take the wine. We'll have to be careful. We're going to get overloaded, but that's all right. This is important. All right, more fresh food. I don't think it's going to fit in my bag. Oh, what do you know, it did. Okay. All right, we'll keep as many of these things as we can. All right, there we go. Well, unless I'm going to really work on this door over here, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. I have stairs up here. Getting a little ahead of myself. Yep, there's living quarters over there. Well, since I'm overloaded, I think that was a good run for the moment. We'll put things down, cook us some more of that perishable food, and see if we can't find something else. All right. Let's go on around over here. Right now, we'll have to expend more energy to keep them away from our camp than not. All right, hopefully that'll do. All right, my friends. I'll see you back at camp. All right, we're back here. This is wonderful. Okay, we did pick up a small round bin. That will be helpful to keep our camp clear, which just does wonders for the mind. I can't tell you how being productive and just keeping things on hand, little items to do, even just to be neat, even if you're an uncleanly person, is just something that helps you, as far as I'm concerned. All right. I should save everything, but again, this is not where we're going to live out our lives. Okay, let's put things in here. That we're not going to use. We'll destroy them. There we go. And then we can always delete it. Okay, seed bag. Sort of an everything bag. And my food bag. Okay. Might be good for us to find some residential areas. So we can get more curtains. And then we can create at least some crude surfaces for ourselves. Alright, we're not hungry yet, but our weight is going down. So we're going to prepare another sandwich and get stuffed again. And then we're going to go back out. Just use this day to find the helpful, necessary items that will make the quality of life out here a little more bearable. All right, bottoms up. An ham, onion, and sausage sandwich with fresh honey. Lovely. That will do. We'll use the wine as another source of calories and to help us sleep a little bit more efficiently tonight. Okay, let's put our food down. All right, we're going to head down to that spot over here. Remember that first alarm a couple of days ago? That's what I want to check out. It's still early yet, and I'm not completely exhausted. And if I have more activity away from camp, that will hopefully keep the dead away as well. All right, I'll see you down at this house. It looked promising with tools and such. All right, looks like we're back in town. Let's see if the dead have moved off. I think this is the house. It looked promising. Like, oh no. Darn it. All right. Just two of you? Well, tell you what, let's run you all up this way here. All right, I really got to be careful now. All right. There we go. Nice small little cabin here. There. All right, I'm not above drinking toilet water. It's healthy enough. Baking tray. Now, this is where we can start accumulating some items. Pancake mix, good. Empty glass, a ladle. Let's refill our water here. And take a drink while we can. A hacksaw. My goodness. Well, that just about rounds up everything we need. That empty bucket. A flashlight, that's going to be helpful. My goodness, we'll take it all, even the box of screws. That's wonderful. All right, now, this cot and that chair, nice and light, easy enough to take, but I tell you what, this is a wilderness adventure after all, and we're going to learn the ins and outs of crafting. That saw was what I was hoping for. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, let's take enough of these curtains here. Wonderful. All right, now the only other thing would be to find a modern axe and we can get rid of this crude one that I've made. But I am happy as a clam. Quaint little rambler. Okay. No one seems to be around. All right. Let's get that hammer out. Again, just in case I accidentally have to break a window or something. Cheese grater grill brush. Barbecue chips and pepper. Oh, good. Cow's milk. Wonderful. Tell you what, we're going to drink all of that right now. Again, we got to get our weight on the upswing. Here we go. Well, this'll definitely get our weight in the upstream. We'll wait till we're not full anymore. And then we'll eat that entire carton of ice cream because, well, body image shouldn't be much of a thing right here in the apocalypse. All right. A book? What kind of book did I pick up? Most evil people in history. Well, I guess we won't have to worry about them anymore, will we? Caffeine pills? That might be helpful. Another sewing kit? Or maybe this is our first sewing kit. Boy, hard to understand if I... Ooh, all right. Our bag's already full. All right, take as many of these curtains as we can. I suppose they weigh quite a bit, don't they? All right, let's eat that ice cream. And if that doesn't let our weight increase, boy, I don't know what will. All right, well, at least it stopped it from going down. Understandable. I guess I am voracious. All right, another magazine. These are going to be good to have. Should be taking all those socks and whatnot, but I'm all right for the moment. Okay, we'll mark this house as done. All right. Well, let's see what we can do. I have to be careful. I am overloaded, so I will get tired if I do too much here. All right, sheets, that's good. Tell you what. There, work smarter, not harder. All right, that helped with our weight problem. We just gotta be careful. Okay, here's a quaint little place here. Door's locked. Let's check the window. All right, I'm gonna drop my bag, but I'll come back and get it. All right, day's wearing on, so this is gonna be our last house here. Rake, welding torch, fleshing tool. Hey, that might be. Good crowbar. I'm gonna take that rake just in case. If anything, we can use the handle from it. All right. Couple of good books here. A trumpet? Well, as fun as that would be. I think I'm all right for the moment. All right, we might have accumulated enough novella to create its own bag there. All right, let's check this room. Got to be careful. All right. And the kitchen. Another needle. Always helpful. Cereal, crackers, beans. All right, I tell you what, that's cereal. I know, I should be eating all the good food I've got, but I gotta just eat as many things as I can. I need my weight to go back up. There we go. All righty. Okay, that's it for this house. All right, now I gotta get home. Otherwise, we're gonna have to find our old place in the dark. All right, friends, I'm gonna head back to camp. I'm gonna avoid everything that moves. And what we're gonna do is sleep the night away. And we've got a saw, a hammer, and a screwdriver. 3 of the most essential things in the start of our crafting adventure. So we'll use these to spend the day tomorrow in crafting as many useful things that we can. And hopefully, tomorrow night, well, we can live in a bit more comfort and sleep in some kind of bed that we make ourselves. Oh, success. We made it back to camp. I am utterly exhausted. So I tell you what, I'm gonna sort things here at camp while it gets dark, and then I'm gonna snooze away. So, if nothing happens, hopefully, I'll see you in the morning. All right, my friends, good morning. Drunk about a half a bottle of wine, helped me sleep, keep my weight up a little bit. Slept on the cold ground. I did make a firm, flat surface here, so we had a log that we used. I tell you what, we're going to create a couple of little things here. We've got a couple of sheets here, so we'll expend some rags and do all that. And we'll wait for more light, and we'll make it a nice, easy day here at camp, keeping everything organized and be more comfortable. That is the idea. All right, I'll see you in just a few minutes. All right, overloaded right now. Got a couple of logs here, so we'll use that to create a notch plank to help us start fires. And we are well on our way for comfort. All right, we'll keep one of these right here. Now. Ooh, that's new. Show recipes craft in, unless I hadn't been using that right now. That is nice. Okay, make sure I'm facing the right way here. Drill plank, that is what I'm looking for. There we go. All right. Now, I can grab one of these tree branches. Oh. Sounds like someone didn't make it up there. There we go. All right, weight's going back up right now. Food will be a problem very soon. Okay, now we can put it down. There we go. Okay, grab our food bag and see what we can make here. All right, my friends, meat and bacon stir fry with herbs. Very nice. Okay, that's going to be a lot of good calories for us. Let's go ahead and eat that. Should be rationing, but hopefully my rationale is that I keep my weight up in the event where I don't have any food to do. Okay, no need for the fire at the moment, so let's put it out. Okay, let's see what else we can create here. Lean-to shelter is very expensive. Those tree branches are going to be hard to find. I'll be wandering around all day. Tarp shelter, well, that's a little easier. But we got to find a tarp for that. 4 tree branches for a crude wooden stool. Yep, I do have a couple of planks and some nails. A log bench. Well, let's see what we can do here. A log bench. One more log. Let's go on the hunt for that. That way, I can at least go to bed where it's not on the ground. All right, I haven't been up north here, so let's check here and make sure it's clear from the dead. All right, we've got our log. But let's see what's up here. Maybe another little cabin or something? Well, my goodness, would you look at that? What a wonderful place for a farm. Hey, this might help us out on our quest to live off the land. Oh, and it's got some old residents right here. Look at that. All right. Couple of pigs. Oh, that's great. Well, here is a food source. Look at that. Well, they're doing all right. Well, I don't know the first thing about running a farm or doing any of that, but hey, just having them here is quite nice. Oh, I'm not feeling too well. Interesting. Well, hopefully it's nothing I ate. All right, I got 3 hogs right here. Oh, looks like we've got a cabin. Let's see if it's empty. I'll leave the hogs be for a little bit. And we'll monitor my health. Boy, hopefully it's all right. Food I was cooking. Oh, look at this. And not another soul around. Chickens? Huh. Well, too bad the challenge is to live completely off the land. Otherwise, hey, this would be the spot, wouldn't it? But there is nothing preventing us from taking what we need and honoring. Oh, my goodness. Well, see if the door's open first. All right, that's locked. He's coming out. We'll let him work his way out. And I'll see what's in here, and hopefully he doesn't follow me inside. Okay. Well, at least we got one resident that's still there. Alright, small little bathroom. Tweezers, painkillers. We'll have to be careful. I got that log on me. Alright. Let's drink here. Fill up our water bottle. Be nice to find a pot. That way we can purify our own water. Looks like there's a bag of chips here. Tell you what, let's keep our weight up. All right, a paring knife. Take that in case I get or if I do get overloaded. A roasting or empty pan, okay. I don't know if that'll help in terms of cooking water. I'm thinking I need a pot. Let's eat that apple right now. Okay, storage. Oh my goodness, look at that. Fishing equipment. Well, our food problems just became much easier now. All right, thread's always helpful. Dye, pants. Tailoring book. Okay, well, we'll do that. All right, I'm overloaded, so I gotta be careful. Shirt, pants. Let's tell you what, let's take the keys just for a moment here. I might use that to get where we know. Now we're okay on the book here. All right, gotta be careful. All right, one more door. Looks like there's a basement too. And we are gonna have to check that shed. Let that guy wander off. Okay, now I really gotta be careful here. Spooky. Okay, I'm alone. That's good. All right, another hammer, more nails. I'm overloaded enough as it is. I'm satisfied with this hammer, but we know it's here. Ice cream sandwich, tell you what. That'll keep the weight up. Another box of nails. Well, those are going to be hard to pass up. All right, we'll mark a number of these things right here to encourage us to come back at some point. Now, I've got to be careful. That fishing rod and all that is going to be helpful in the very short term. The long term is we just know we have these critters here. All right, chickens, pigs. All right, looks like our friend found his way out. But I am a curious fellow, so I've got to know what's in this shed here. Looks like he's beating on that door. All right. Yeah, look at that. Might be the fixing to some good stuff there. Well, we'll let him work on that door. Maybe that'll help us out in the future. But for now, let's head back to camp. I am overloaded. I gotta be careful. At the very least, tell you what, before I head back, let's see if there was a pillow here. That'll make living outside a little bit more comfortable. There we go. And that is what is gonna break the camel's back. My goodness. All right, my friends, I'll see you back at camp. Oh boy, I made it back. I found another log too. I definitely have overdone it. Look at my noodles over there. All right, let me put stuff down here and get things organized, and we're gonna sleep well tonight, I think. Well, would you believe it? Raining already. I suppose it wasn't too much for having a couple of days of reprieve. I wish I found a tarp or something like that. I suppose I always wish for a lot of things, but... Well, let's put things down, get rested here, and see what we can do about it. There, we'll rest, we'll read this fishing magazine while it's raining on us. Apropos for the state of the world. I have to make sure this doesn't dampen my spirits. In a former life, I was a prankster and a jokester, but now, well, I'll settle for just backwoods comedian. Well, friends, I think within this rain here, we'll let the day wear on. I will figure out a way to create some implements to help me sleep a little bit better, and I don't know, something else to help protect me from the rain overnight. This is the state of the world. We're looking up. A couple of good things, a lot of good food, a lot of ways to cook it. We can create a fire and get warm again, dry. I am not worried in the slightest. As long as we can settle ourselves before winter, that is what we're hoping for. All right, my friends, I will catch you on the next episode of Wilderness Adventures. Well, hey mates, thanks for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you liked what you saw, please go ahead, leave a comment, subscribe, and come back for another video. I really appreciate your time and support, and I cannot wait to take you on another adventure. Thank you so much.